guys, welcome back to another video at AJ's Garage. Today we're going to try and get the exhaust manifold painted and wrapped, and I might try and get my wire bits on my Dremel in on the in that side and get some of that little rust spots off in there that you've seen in my last video. Also I'll get in there and clean some of the, well, not some, but the rest of the crank areas for the crankshaft. I went and bought some more WD-40 this morning and some more degreaser. And yeah, I had a win yesterday. Unfortunately, messing around creating space for my videos, I deleted the part where I managed to get the broken bolt out of there, and there you can see the bolt's in there. There's no issues. She's it's all good. I didn't damage the thread in the hole, luckily. And yeah, there you go. There was bits of RTV goo in all the holes to bolt the sump in, so I went along and cleaned all that out. And yeah, so we'll do that. Yeah, sorry, not do that, that was that. There's the rest of the bolt. And yeah, stoked that I didn't have to tap and drill another bolt into it. But anyway, we'll go and paint this manifold. Alright, so I've got the exhaust manifold here. Me high temp paint, cast iron grey. Unfortunately I couldn't find black, but it is heat tested up to 1093 degrees Celsius, so hopefully shouldn't burn off too much. I'll let it dry by itself a little bit, and then I'll grab my heat gun and bake it, because you need to sort of bake whatever you paint at about 250 degrees. So I'll get my heat gun cranking and give him a decent bake down as well. And yeah, not going to paint the whole thing. Gave it a mask up. It's probably not the best mask up you've ever seen in the world, but it'll do the job. But yeah, I just want to get in where I've sort of welded mainly, tidy it up. But yeah, that should be that. Yeah, both sides underneath and getting inside as best as I can. Let's do it. Alright, so it's been about half an hour. I've let it dry a little bit. About halfway through painting it, I thought it looked alright and just went gung ho and gave it all a lot going over. Yeah, like I said, I thought it looked alright. It dried a bit more metallica. Oh, sorry, not metallic, but you know, dull, like matte, as cast iron sort of should look. Missed a couple of little bits, but oh well, doesn't really matter. It is getting wrapped, and yeah, I did initially only sort of want to get where I welded, but you know, it looked a bit better than what I thought it would have, so I just, yeah, went over the whole lot, and there it is. Anyway, I'm gonna grab my heat gun here and give it a blow dry, and yeah, hopefully after that we can wrap it. Let's get it done. Also, I don't know how much of the painting you actually missed. My phone had a little bit of a malfunction, just that it's heating up. I'm trying to record and trying to upload at the same time, and it clearly doesn't like it, so it had a bit of a hiccup and stopped recording, so I don't really know how much is missed. Anyway, let's get to it. There it is. We've got about 15 minutes worth of 600 degrees blowing right at it, all around it, with my heat gun all through it. I couldn't even pick it up for about 15 minutes, it was that hot, so that should give it a nice bake. I'm thinking I might go through and give these a clean down. I just sprayed some degreaser down in there, give it a little bit of a soak. I'll get me wire brush on me Dremel. Well, to be honest, they call it a rotary tool, but yeah, it's basically a Dremel. So yeah, I'll get in there and give them a clean down, and yeah, I don't know how, well, I know how I'm gonna wrap it, I'm just not sure if I should bolt it onto the side of the head first, because most of the bolts do have a little bit of spacing issue getting them in, so yeah, I'm a little bit worried if I'd wrap it without the bolts being in there, or at least maybe being in place. Like, I might just grab one to start off with and chuck it up in there, and go from there, make sure we've got enough space. I might just to make sure we've got space, I might wrap them like 15mm down from the flange, or yeah. So yeah, that's going to be a bit of an interesting job, but anyway, we'll get to cleaning up the inlets on the head and see if we can't get some of that rusty crap down in there, you can see that, or even some of the gunk up on top, around the top of the vents there, where the vents come through the top, sorry, valves. Yeah, alright, let's get to it. Alright, so looks like I was able to get in there and give it a half decent clean up. I can't see any more rust spots. Yeah, I got a bit more to take off across the top. I'll spray some shit in there and give it a soak and wash down, but I think I've got it sorted. I'll grab me B40 I got here. Yep. Give it a clean and give it a protect, and well, yeah, new flexi muscles on these too. Check it. Anyway, yeah, give them a bit of a spray. And yeah, and let them have a bit of a soak at that. And yeah, still making me mind up on this. I think what I might do in a minute is turn the engine upside down and do what I was gonna do yesterday, and well, maybe not quite upside down, but turn it over and flush out all the oil galleries, oil journals, whichever you want to call them. And yeah, hopefully by then it will have made me mind up on what I'm gonna do with that thing sitting up there that I'm gonna wrap. Anyway, yeah, that's that. Yeah, right. And it doesn't matter, I might do these crank areas and then oil galleries, then flip it over on the other side and give those sides of the crank areas a touch up as well. I don't know, that made me feel like it all needed a bit of a touch up, and basically it came back to brand new metal. So well, yeah, anyway, decent looking metal, maybe not brand new, but yeah, made me change my mind enough to want to give all the rest of it a little bit of a touch up. So yeah, we'll do that. I'll set these up somewhere and we can go from there. Alright, I don't know how well that showed up, but it all looks a hell of a lot better than what it did. I think they come up a bit cleaner because that extra hardcore shit from the diggers or whatever it was. But yeah, I'll give that a bit of a touch up too. I might hit it lightly with the steel wool too, but yeah, so I think I'll flip it around the other way first now, because that needs to drain a bit, otherwise all the shit in there is gonna go straight into the ball, the pot, whatever you want to call it. And yeah, don't want to repeat myself, but don't want to deal with that. Yeah, so we'll flip him around that way first, do the other half of the crank areas, and probably flip him back to the way it is now, so we can send some stuff down the oil galleries or journals, whatever. Alright, I'm back with you in a minute. So I'll give the insides a bit of a clean up, same as what I did the other sides. It didn't turn up quite as good as what that side did, but I'm still happy with the fact that there's no actual grime and stuff in there to a certain extent. I'll give the sides of the bearing journals a bit of a touch up with the steel wool as well, even though there's nothing touching on these sides except for the thrust bearing. Yeah, I don't know why, but I've heard that you should, so I did. Yeah, on one of the pistons, or sorry, not the pistons, in one of the bores, I'm pretty sure it was this one. I did give a bit of a hit with the toothbrush, nothing too substantial because I didn't want to accidentally damage the bore, you know, just a little bit of a trial, and I think it should be right. There was no actual, yeah, I haven't scored the bore itself, but from what I can see there's no actual, like, there is grime in there and there is a lip, but yeah, I don't know if I should worry about it 100%. You know what, stuff it, I'll give them all a light toothbrush and yeah, go from there. Nylon brush shouldn't hurt anything. I'm not gonna go up into the actual bore itself. There's about, I don't know, 2 inches or so before we actually get into the bore, so I'll give it a little test on that and see how it goes. So just give the bores a bit of a touch up with the brush, and I think, I can't even really get in there to see, but I think they come up alright. I haven't left any marks on the bore. I've cleaned them out from the inside out, meaning I got the tip, like, yeah, the nozzle tip of me up WD-40 right up as far as I could, and cleaned from the back, or from the top to the bottom of the bore. So yeah, to save any shit getting down towards the rings and all that, getting stuck in there. So yeah, I think at this point I'm gonna try and, well, that nylon piece did a little bit, not much, but it helped. Anyway, yeah, I might, there, I might just leave them there at that. Slide this up in there if I can. Nope, I can't. Oh well, I guess that's alright. I'll spray a bit of shit up in there, and well, it comes straight out the freaking back end anyway. Right. Oh no. Guess I can get something there somewhere else, somehow else, eh? No, I thought those wall galleries there went straight up to the piston through the conrod. But it turns out that it doesn't. I don't know. I can't tell. I do know there's oil gallery holes up there, but for that exact reason. Anyway, if that was alright like that, I guess we're all good then. Send some shit down to there. I'm going to turn it upside down. Maybe not completely upside down. But I'm going to send this down through the journals. I'm going to start at the back, so it's all going to run that way. Well, I think I might leave that one there for today. My phone, aka my camera, is giving me a bit of shit. Trying to upload and record stuff at the same time. It's not being too happy with me, so I might just leave today at where it is, and then tomorrow we shall make headway on getting this wrapped. At this point here, I might, well, I'll put some information up at some point in this video about specs to do with this. I looked up that number and found some information. It makes me kind of iffy as to what it actually is, whether it's just been thrown together or it is actually what it is, and I have been given the wrong kind of information for it. Because when I bought it, I got told it was good for, I still gotta find this somewhere. I'm pretty sure I've got it on the information that I printed out when I first got it, as to what stages are and blah blah blah. 550 kilowatts, which is 750 horsepower. And what I found information to do with horsepower rating, this turbo is only good for, I think it was 400 to 500, or maybe 500 to 600. So yeah, not sure. Either way, plenty at the moment, but still, you know, when you pay good money for shit and you find out that, you know, serial numbers or part numbers or whatever you find on the product that you've got or that you bought doesn't match up with what you're being told about it, it raises a bit of it in the mind, and yeah, you start wondering this and that. But as for one other thing to do with it, I was I never knew what size this was to start with. The flange mounts, on the information I found, it says it's a T4 flange. On the information, not on the information, but when I was actually sourcing out the gasket for that, This one, I've been told it's a T6, and yeah, the place that told me it was a T6 didn't understand why it wasn't an MLS gasket. It's only a single metal layer, one layer of metal, and they're no good. So yeah, anyway, yeah, T6 flange, interesting. Anyway, yeah, we'll leave today at where it is. We'll pick this up tomorrow, and hopefully, I've been saying it, get that exhaust wrapped. Yeah, it is, well, the engine itself is pretty clean. I'm pretty happy with it at the point in time where it is. Yeah, with another can of WD-40 down today. I'll go buy another one, maybe not tomorrow, I don't know, it should be right anyway. But get up under here as it is, upside down, and try and give the bores a decent, better clean out, or rinse down I should say, because yeah, I don't want to put anything up in there apart from what I already have, and that's just that. I'm pretty happy with how clean they are right now. So yeah, yeah, we'll leave it there today, and we'll pick this back up tomorrow. Guys, so it is the next day, and unfortunately, I think the turbo, well, yeah, rebuilt turbo already, painted the manifold. Yeah, I've gone to bolt the manifold up to the side of the head, and well, I never noticed it before, and the manifold flange itself, the bolts up square against the head, has gone and got a nice, quite a nice big bow to it. Yeah, so that's kind of bringing it to a screeching halt. Yeah, because, well, you know, things need to be flat to seal properly, and I don't know if the bow, honestly, I don't think I should have caused the bow that it's got. Didn't have that much heat into it at one time to cause it to load that much. But yeah, I'll quickly put the manifold up against the head and give you a quick geezer at that, and you'll understand hugely what I'm talking about. Anyway, one sec. Right, so there's the manifold. It has got one bolt in there. It's resting on the engine mount, so it's not yeah. Yeah, anyway, I'll put the manifold up to the head, and you can see there it's kinda nice, kinda nice, kinda nice, and then look at that bow. Look at that. That's crazy. And well, yeah, you even do it that way. It's all nice, all nice, all nice, and look at that bow. So yeah, I'm pretty sure that's come to a grinding halt at this point in time because of that manifold flange. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have to go and get that machine and pretty sure if I gotta get that machined, I'm gonna have to take all the heat wrap off it, and well, there's no point in heat wrapping it if I gotta do that, so might as well put that on pause and everything at the moment as well. Not to mention, I am also waiting for my T6 turbo flange gasket to come back. Yeah, I probably could go ahead and start putting intake manifold on, I guess. Just don't want it to add extra weight to the engine, you know, for turning it over on the engine stand and whatnot at this point in time. But yeah, anyway, yesterday when I give the valves a little bit of a touch up, they come up quite nicely. So yeah, I think I've managed to resurrect that quite nicely. Oh, look at that, yuckies. I think I'm gonna have to try and give them a touch up. So I went off camera, touched up the valves again, and pretty sure I've got all the surface rust I can find this time, and yeah, pretty sure we're all good. Yeah, in the meantime, just gonna put a couple of superficial things back on this and put the auxiliary drive back in there for the oil pump with the sprocket, and I'll put the oil pressure unit back on there, and yeah, I don't know, I might set up and put the injector rail back on the inlet manifold. I don't know, but apart from that, I know I do have a lot of cleaning to do and clean up the cam and the rocker and lifters. Yeah, I've got a lot of cleaning to actually do. Yeah, so get back to tidying this up a bit, and yeah, wrap my head around a few little things, I think. Let's get to it. Looking the goods. Looking how clean that's looking. Lovely. Lovely jubbly.
When I'm falling down,
so, torque settings for the bolts here by the book are 20 Newton meters by another 40. I think. But got me torque wrench time works in foot-pound, so it's a little bit annoying, and kilos, mass kilos, but I do have conversion table there, which roughly, very roughly. But anyway, another 40 degrees, I reckon. Anyway, they come up nice and clean. I'm gonna do the sprocket and everything now. Oh, yeah, let's do it. So I've gotten that, the auxiliary drive and sprocket on there, hightless sprocket, not tight yet. I'll do it when I've got the chain on there. I can't find a proper way to secure that to get the extra tension on it that I need. Oh, excuse me. 20 Newton meters by the book plus an extra 40 degrees. I've got the 20 Newton meters, can't get the extra 40 degrees. And you put the oil outlet from the engine on there. Yeah, T-piece for the turbo supply as well. Essentially, if it was a standard vehicle, it would just be that unit just here, that much of it, the oil pressure sender unit, and that would be up in there. But seeing as this is turbo, it's got a T-piece there for the supply line to the turbo. Unfortunately, that's all I have time for today. It is about 12 o'clock, it's getting dark, and I can't see squat anyway. Yeah, that manifold's throwing me off quite a little bit. I'll try and get that dropped off somewhere tomorrow. Yeah, I need to get a lot of little bits cleaned here and there, like the rocker arms and the hydraulic lifters, camshaft, yeah, all that good stuff that ain't so great. Oh, excuse me. Anyway, yeah, I think I'm gonna leave that one here for the oh no, wait. I do have a little bit of information. I'll also put some I'll edit in a couple of photos here of my receipt and what I found on the internet, but basically so yeah, told you, GT82R turbo, yeah, and that's pretty much all I know about it. Didn't know any AR numbers or anything like that for you. So looking through my emails when I was doing this, yeah, getting it all organised, purchasing it, I must have got on the phone at some point, and this is when I got told how much power I was getting, because I got told it was 500 or maybe 550 rear wheel kilowatts, which is roughly 750 horsepower. I can't find emails rectifying that. The paperwork I have is not for the setup I have. Through the emails that I found, they had a stage 1, stage 2, stage 3, 4 and 5 set up at the time. Well, what I thought, 3 emails found out that they weren't doing the stage 1, 2 or 3, stage 4 or 5. Their numbers, or the internet site at the point in time, which is no longer around, might not have been updated, and I have absolutely no idea, but 500 plus kilowatt rated is what I got told, rear wheel kilowatt rated. And anyway, the gasket I was sourcing turns out to be a T6 flange. The internet tells me it's a T4 flange. I have a gasket in hand, they look straight at it, so it's a T6. It's bigger than a T4. Apart from that, from my knowledge, can't tell you anything else. Now, from the internet, this is where I got the T4 flange bit from. The internet tells me it's a T4 flange. It's good for 400 to 500 horsepower. The compressor is a 0.50 AR, and the turbine is a 0.6 AR. In the description, I'll edit in. It explains the compressor wheel size, the turbine wheel size, and a couple other little bits and pieces. But as far as power rating goes, well, I think we might have to play that one by ear. Basically my weakest link at this point in time in the engine build will be probably my cotton rods and pistons, let alone tail shaft or diff. But as far as engine goes, it'll be the pistons and rods. Where things are at the moment, I'm pretty happy with. I think sitting about 350 kilowatt mark at this point in time should be plenty. I mean, what's that, probably like, I don't know, 550 horsepower. I'm probably over exaggerating there, but yeah, anyway, that's probably plenty enough at this point in time, just for piston and cotton rod sake. My overall plan with this is probably overboard for street legalities and block potential. Anyway, I told you I was going to get you a little bit of information about the turbo. I did, using those numbers on the back of the compressor housing. that's that. So yeah, the number in the dump housing, turbine housing, was the AR ratio, AR number for that housing, 0.68. So we'll leave it there, guys. I'll leave it at that. Yeah, hopefully in the next video, well, I don't know when the next video will be, honestly. Hopefully maybe in a few days, maybe no longer than a week, hopefully, fingers crossed. I'll go drop that turbo manifold off and see if they can do something about it. Yeah, I just don't have the equipment here to do it. And yeah, hopefully I'll have my flange gasket, my T6 gasket for the turbo manifold, and yeah, hopefully maybe it'll be on the side of the block next time you see my next video. Well, next time you see my video. Wait. When you watch my next video. There. Yeah, so I hope you enjoyed this video, wherever you are in the world, whatever time of day it is, morning, noon, or night. And yeah, whatever you are doing, I hope you are staying safe and well. Yeah, AJ's Garage out. Peace.